Overly attached classmate thinks I am being abused. She spread lies so she can call the cops to save me. Then it backfires. Here's what happened. I'm a 19-year-old guy in nursing school. We practice checking each other's bodies for medical stuff, so we're always in shorts and tank tops. Important thing about me, I'm blind in one eye. This means I'm constantly walking into walls, doors, railings, you name it. I even bump into people and animals sometimes. Because of this, I have bruises, especially on my blind side. Seriously, I'm like 90% covered in them most of the time. One day in class, we were talking about the signs of someone being hurt by another person. The teacher said that having bruises all the time could be a bad sign. I spoke up and said it's super important to actually talk to the person before calling the cops, especially if they're an adult. There could be other reasons for the bruises, I said. The teacher asked for an example, so I showed everyone my arm covered in bruises and explained that I got them from bumping into the school's door handles, which are all different colors and heights. She agreed that made sense. She said with kids, we have to report it right away if we think they're being hurt. But with grown-ups, we should talk to them first. If their explanation makes sense, we don't have to call anyone. So classes kept going, and about a week later, the police were at my front door. They said someone reported that I was being hurt because I always have bruises. I told them about my vision problem, and they checked out my house, talked to my family, and didn't see any reason to think I was being abused. I asked them some questions, and they said they got my address from the school because they take abuse seriously. When they talked to the school about me, the school was really worried and just wanted to help. After the police left, I talked to some people at the school, even a therapist, so they knew I wasn't being abused mentally either. Things went back to normal after that. Well, as normal as they could be, with me still showing up with new bruises every day. Then, one of my classmates told me that another classmate, Kay, was telling people she might call the police again because I still had bruises. I wrote down what my classmate told me, along with a few other things, and waited. And wouldn't you know it, the police showed up again. Same story, different day, but this time, I told the school that Kay was using the police to bother me, and I wanted them to do something about it. The school decided the best thing to do was to put Kay in a different lab group so she wouldn't see me and my bruises anymore. Now Kay is saying that I'm a bad person and that she was only trying to help. She's mad that I messed up her schedule. About 1 month later, I was able to get Kay kicked out of my lab classes, but we still had another class together. I thought that would be the end of it, but I was wrong. Not only was she gossiping about the abuse stuff, but Kay also kept calling the police, over and over again. The first couple of times, the police said someone had reported abuse. But the last time they came, they said they had gotten a lot of reports from different people. I still don't know if it was just her calling from different phones or if she got other people to call too. The police couldn't tell me who called because they have to protect people who report things. The good news is that the school found out what was happening and tried to make her stop, but the police still had to do their job. So they came to my place again. I had to explain everything again and tell them that I felt like someone was using the police to bully me. This time, the police seemed to believe me. They said they wouldn't come back again and that if anyone else called, they would write down their name and they might even get in trouble for harassing me. That was about a week ago. I thought it was finally over, but I was wrong again. Someone did keep calling, and they even tried to use a fake name. But the police are smarter than that. They keep track of phone numbers too. So here's what happened to Kay. She couldn't stop calling, so now she's in trouble with the police for harassment and for wasting their time. I don't know what's going to happen next, or if I'll have to go to court, but I haven't seen her since another classmate told me she got in trouble. It's not a happy ending, but at least I hope it's over now. About 2 months later, I'm not sure where to begin with this update, but I'm hoping it's the last one. As many of you know, I made my last post only 12 days ago, but things have gotten worse since then. I need to mention that I heard about a lot of this from someone else because, luckily, I wasn't around for most of it. To recap, Kay knows the town where I live but doesn't know my address. The only person from school who knows where I live is Lily, a girl from my class who came over to work on a project. Kay knows that Lily knows where I live because Lily's cousin is married to Kay's cousin. They knew each other before starting school, but they weren't close. Lily is also the one who told me that Kay was still calling the police, even after they promised me they wouldn't come to my house again. Thankfully, the police haven't shown up again. But they've started keeping track of who calls, when they call, and whether they called after being told not to. So, Kay knew that Lily and I were working on a project together and that Lily came to my house, but she didn't know my address or what my house looked like, just that it was in a town a few miles away. Kay's mom also knew the name of the town because of Lily's mom. Lily then warned me that Kay's mom was planning to find me and pressure me to drop the charges against Kay, which, just so everyone knows, I'm not pressing. The police are. Even though some people have suggested I get a restraining order, I haven't taken any legal action. Because Lily warned me, I stayed at my house and didn't leave until Lily told me that Kay's mom had gone home. Kay's mom then started bothering Lily, trying to get her to tell her my address so she could come knock on my door instead of driving around hoping to see me. Lily refused and deleted all the texts between us to make sure that even if Kay's mom somehow got her phone and got past the password, she wouldn't be able to find my address. Lily then told the school about what was happening and showed them the text messages as proof. The school had her print out the messages and give them to both the school and the police. Now campus security is watching out for Kay's mom's car and Kay's mom. Security knows that when I'm at school, they need to walk with me to and from my car, which I have to park near security cameras until things calm down. I hope you're all finding my awful situation at least a little bit entertaining. If you are, then at least some good can come from this unbelievable situation. Thanks again for all the support and kindness that some of you have shown me. Please also wish Lily good luck. Her family is pressuring her to give my address and phone number to Kay's mom, but she's refusing. She's also being super careful to keep her phone close in case she accidentally leaves it out somewhere. Luckily, I'm at clinicals right now, not at the university. My placement was told about the situation with Kay, so they're watching out for her family and have banned them from the building. Lily, who's at a different placement, gave them photos of Kay and her family. I feel safe in the building. It has security guards, locked doors, and places to hide. Kay was kicked out before clinicals started, so she has no idea which clinic I'm at. If she was still here, she would know exactly where to find me because the class list with our locations is posted online. Lily told me, though I don't know if it's true, that the police told Kay's family they'd be arrested for harassment if they try to contact me. I'm not sure how to feel about all this. The next time I have to go back to the university is for exams in about 3 weeks. Hopefully, Kay's family will have calmed down by then. Until then, I'm going to try not to stress about Kay and focus on my finals and the HESI, an important nursing exam. If nothing else happens, I won't give you another update. But if things get worse, I'll let you know after my exams. Wish me luck. About 3 months later, I'll start with the good news before getting into the bad. I passed all my exams and get to stay in the nursing program. I finished my exams a few days ago, and they called me into a meeting right away. They didn't tell me what it was about, so I was really confused and kind of scared when I got there. The dean, my teachers, and the head of the nursing program were all there, and they looked super serious. One of my professors told me right off the bat not to worry, saying they didn't believe the accusations but needed to talk to me about them. I was like, what accusations? She told me someone had reported me cheating on all my exams. At that point, I just wanted to disappear. Where I live, if you get caught cheating on exams, you can get kicked out of every university and they won't let you in ever again. It would basically mean I wouldn't have many options for my future, since other universities probably wouldn't take me either. I told them it wasn't true, that I would never cheat on an exam. They said they were having the computer people check the account I used to log in for any weird activity. If they found anything, I would be out of there. But if they didn't find anything, they would take it as a false accusation and go to the police, since they had a hunch about who reported me. At that point, I hadn't even thought that this might be Kay trying one last time to mess up my life. I honestly wasn't even thinking about her because, thankfully, I haven't had to deal with her case. The police have enough on her from all her phone calls, the recordings, and the fact that she ignored the order to stop contacting them about me. Less than a day later, my professors told me they didn't find any evidence of cheating. They gave the number of the person who made the report, along with what happened, to the police. The police then called me and told me that the person who reported me was someone related to Kay, not Kay herself. Apparently, they're keeping Kay in jail until her trial because they think she'll run away if they let her out. The police officer strongly suggested that I get a restraining order against Kay, her family, and any of her friends, so it would be illegal for any of them to contact me. They explained that they couldn't arrest the person who made the report because they have no proof that the person didn't really think I cheated. They also said it wasn't worth trying to press harassment charges, as it would probably go nowhere and could backfire on me. I'm now trying to get a restraining order, and the university is helping me, which is good. They feel bad for what happened and don't like that there was nothing they could really do to stop any of this, other than banning Kay and her family from the campus. They told me I'd never see Kay on campus again, which means she's been officially kicked out.